In a world where oversharing has become second nature, the ability to exercise discretion stands out as a timeless virtue, especially for those in the later stages of life. Between the ages of 55 and 75, life transitions into a more reflective phase, where experiences and wisdom accumulated over decades provide a foundation for mindful and intentional living. At the Buddhist Mindfulness channel, our mission is to cultivate inner peace and preserve personal dignity by embracing the principles of mindful living. In this video, we'll delve into 9 key things that should remain private, offering valuable insights and examples that resonate deeply with this stage of life. Through a blend of personal reflections and practical advice, we'll highlight why certain aspects of your life are best kept to yourself. Sometimes, silence isn't just a sign of restraint, it's a source of empowerment. By protecting your inner world, you preserve your energy, maintain peace of mind, and strengthen your personal boundaries. Join us as we navigate this path together, uncovering the wisdom of choosing what to share and what to keep close to your heart. Let us honor the strength and serenity that come with mindful silence. Number 1, age, more than just a number. Society often views age as more than just a statistic. It's a lens through which people make assumptions about your capabilities, health, and future. In cultures that value youth, disclosing your age can lead to unintended biases. For example, a woman named Eleanor once shared her age during a community event, only to find that others began treating her as less capable despite her active lifestyle. This is a common occurrence where age becomes a framework for judgment rather than a mere reflection of time spent living. In many professional settings, age can be both a blessing and a burden. Older individuals often face ageism, with assumptions about their adaptability or technological proficiency. Younger professionals, on the other hand, might encounter skepticism about their experience or leadership capabilities. Such biases can limit opportunities, stifle creativity, and perpetuate harmful stereotypes. The key, therefore, is to challenge these preconceptions and recognize that age is just one aspect of a person's identity. Life, in its essence, is not defined by the number of years we have lived, but by the richness of our experiences and the attitude we bring to each moment. Imagine a 70-year-old woman who has spent her life traveling, learning new languages, and connecting with diverse cultures. Compare her to a 30-year-old who has remained in a single environment, unwilling to step out of their comfort zone. Which of these individuals embodies vitality and growth? Clearly, it is not the age that defines their essence, but their approach to life. Keeping your age private can allow you to define yourself on your own terms, free from societal expectations. It can serve as a shield against the subtle prejudices that often accompany age disclosure. This doesn't mean hiding who you are, but rather emphasizing what truly matters: your character, skills, and contributions. Ageism is a pervasive issue across the globe, manifesting in different ways depending on cultural norms and societal structures. In some cultures, older individuals are revered as wise elders, their opinions sought after and respected. In others, they are often marginalized, considered out of touch with modern trends, or burdensome to younger generations. Similarly, younger people frequently face discrimination, particularly when they are perceived as inexperienced or naive. The media plays a significant role in perpetuating age-related stereotypes. Advertisements and entertainment often glorify youth, associating it with beauty, energy, and potential. This creates unrealistic expectations and pressures for people to maintain a youthful appearance, sometimes at great physical or emotional cost. At the same time, older characters in movies or TV shows are frequently portrayed as frail, forgetful, or stubborn, reinforcing harmful stereotypes that fail to capture the complexity of aging. Challenging these narratives requires a collective effort. By celebrating the accomplishments and potential of individuals at every age, society can create a more inclusive environment. For example, intergenerational mentorship programs can foster mutual respect and understanding between age groups, while policies promoting age diversity in the workplace can help combat ageism. From a Buddhist perspective, clinging to the idea of age can trap us in the concept of impermanence. Buddhism teaches that all things are transient, including our physical bodies and the societal constructs we attach to them. By focusing too much on age, we risk losing sight of the present moment and the opportunities it holds. Consider the story of a monk who, when asked about his age, simply replied, "I am as old as this moment." This response reflects the Buddhist belief in living fully in the now, unburdened by past regrets or future anxieties. By embracing impermanence, we can free ourselves from the limitations that age-based thinking imposes. Instead of measuring our worth by years, we can focus on the quality of our thoughts, actions, and connections. In my own life, I've found that shifting my focus from age to experiences has been transformative. I once met a man in his late 80s who had just started learning how to paint. He told me that he'd always wanted to explore art, but had felt it was too late for him. When he finally began, he discovered a new passion that brought him immense joy. His story reminded me that it's never too late to pursue your dreams or redefine your path. This mindset aligns with the Buddhist principle of mindfulness. By being fully present, we can appreciate the beauty of each moment, regardless of how old we are. Whether you're starting a new career at 50 or running your first marathon at 70, what matters is the courage to take that step, not the number on your birth certificate. To move away from age-based thinking, consider these practical strategies. 1. Celebrate milestones without focusing on numbers. Instead of marking birthdays as a passage of years, celebrate the achievements and memories that the past year has brought. 2. Engage in lifelong learning. Pursue interests or hobbies that challenge you to grow. This keeps your mind active and reinforces the idea that growth is not limited by age. 3. Challenge age stereotypes. Be mindful of the language you use and the assumptions you make about people of different ages. Advocate for inclusivity and fairness in your community. 4. Practice gratitude. Reflect on the opportunities and experiences that each stage of life offers. Gratitude can help shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. 5. Adopt a mindfulness practice. Meditation or other mindfulness techniques can help you stay grounded in the present, reducing the tendency to dwell on age-related concerns. Age is indeed more than just a number. It is a societal construct that can either limit or liberate us, depending on how we choose to view it. By focusing on experiences, attitudes in the present moment, we can transcend the biases and stereotypes associated with age. Whether through the wisdom of Buddhist teachings or the courage to challenge societal norms, the power to define our narrative lies within us. Ultimately, life is not about the years we've lived, but the moments we've truly embraced. Number 2, financial privacy, a key to peace. Money often brings tension, even among close relationships. Sharing too much about your finances, whether you are wealthy or struggling, can invite jealousy, judgment, or even exploitation. A man named Robert, who retired early, found himself alienated from friends who assumed he had limitless resources. This anecdote illustrates a broader truth. Financial transparency can sometimes disrupt personal and social harmony. While open communication is vital in many areas of life, money often requires a more nuanced approach. Financial privacy allows individuals to avoid misunderstandings and maintain peace, both internally and in their relationships. Sharing financial information often changes how people perceive you. For instance, someone who discusses their wealth openly might be viewed as arrogant, while someone who admits to financial struggles might be judged as irresponsible. The judgment is not limited to wealth or poverty. Even discussing moderate financial details can shift dynamics in relationships. Consider Robert's story again. His early retirement was a personal triumph, achieved through years of diligent saving and planning. However, when his friends learned about his financial freedom, they assumed he had endless resources and began to expect lavish gestures, such as expensive gifts or picking up the tab at social gatherings. Their assumptions led to resentment when Robert didn't meet these unspoken expectations, and the friendships eventually deteriorated. Such experiences highlight how financial transparency can unintentionally create barriers rather than build bridges. Even well-meaning disclosures can invite comparisons, envy, or unrealistic expectations. By maintaining financial privacy, you safeguard your relationships from these pitfalls and create space for genuine connection. Financial privacy doesn't just protect your relationships, it also fosters inner peace. When you keep your financial details private, You are less likely to feel pressure to conform to others' expectations. Instead, you can focus on your own values and goals without external interference. Autonomy is a critical component of financial privacy. When you're not burdened by others' opinions about your financial decisions, you can make choices that align with your priorities. For example, you might choose to invest in a hobby or donate to a cause you care about without worrying about how others might judge your spending. Additionally, financial privacy helps you avoid the stress of comparison. In today's social media-driven world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your financial situation to others' curated images of success. By keeping your financial matters private, you reduce the temptation to measure your worth against external standards, fostering a sense of contentment and self-worth. Practicing financial privacy doesn't mean being secretive or deceptive. Instead, it involves setting healthy boundaries and sharing financial information selectively and thoughtfully. Here are a few practical tips. 1. Be mindful of your audience. Share financial details only with those who need to know, such as a spouse, financial advisor, or trusted confidant. Even within these relationships, consider what level of detail is necessary. 2. Practice discretion in social settings. Avoid discussing financial matters openly in social gatherings. If the topic arises, steer the conversation toward general principles rather than personal specifics. 3. Control your digital footprint. Be cautious about sharing financial achievements or struggles on social media. Once information is online, it's challenging to control how it's perceived or used. 4. Educate without oversharing. If you wish to help others with financial advice, focus on sharing general strategies and principles rather than personal details. This approach allows you to provide value without compromising your privacy. 5. Seek professional guidance. Consult financial advisors or therapists to discuss your financial situation in a safe and confidential environment. These professionals can provide valuable insights without the risks associated with oversharing. Your financial standing doesn't define your worth. Society often equates wealth with success, but true value lies in qualities such as kindness, integrity, and resilience. By protecting your financial privacy, you affirm that your worth is not tied to your bank balance. This perspective not only shields you from external judgment, but also nurtures self-acceptance. In Buddhist teachings, wealth is viewed as a tool rather than a measure of value. The principle of mindful generosity emphasizes giving without attachment or expectation. For instance, when you donate to a cause, the act should stem from genuine compassion, not a desire for recognition or reciprocation. Mindful generosity aligns with the concept of financial privacy. By giving discreetly, you avoid drawing attention to your wealth and maintain focus on the act of kindness itself. This practice fosters humility and ensures that your generosity reflects your values rather than a need for validation. Consider a story from Buddhist tradition about a wealthy man who anonymously funded a monastery's construction. His anonymity ensured that the act of giving remained pure, untainted by pride or ego. This story underscores the importance of focusing on the intention behind financial actions rather than seeking external approval. While financial privacy is essential, it's equally important to strike a balance. Complete secrecy can lead to isolation, just as excessive transparency can create tension. The key is to approach financial matters with mindfulness and intentionality. For example, in a marriage or partnership, open communication about finances is crucial for building trust and making joint decisions. However, even in such close relationships, respecting each other's boundaries and maintaining a degree of privacy can enhance mutual respect and harmony. Similarly, in professional settings, transparency about financial expectations, such as salary or contract terms, is necessary to ensure fairness. However, this doesn't mean sharing every detail of your personal financial situation with colleagues. Financial privacy is more than a personal choice. It's a practice that promotes peace in both your relationships and inner life. By setting boundaries and sharing financial information thoughtfully, you can protect yourself from judgment, envy, and unrealistic expectations. At the same time, you affirm that your worth extends beyond material wealth, aligning with timeless principles of mindfulness and compassion. In a world that often prioritizes financial transparency, choosing privacy can be a radical act of self-care and wisdom. By embracing this approach, you not only safeguard your peace, but also cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Number three, family secrets, the sanctuary of home. Family dynamics are often complex, layered, with emotions, histories, and interwoven relationships that shape how we interact with one another. The sanctuary of home serves as a refuge where individuals can be vulnerable, honest, and authentic. However, this delicate balance can be easily disrupted when private matters, particularly disputes or conflicts, are shared with outsiders. Such actions can inadvertently invite judgment or gossip, which can damage trust and fracture familial bonds. Consider Linda's story. Linda, a compassionate and outgoing individual, shared details of her siblings' personal struggles with her close circle of friends. Although her intentions were not malicious, she wanted advice and support. The information spread, eventually reaching her sibling. This disclosure created a deep rift within the family. Her sibling felt betrayed, perceiving Linda's actions as a violation of trust. Over time, what could have been an opportunity for the family to come together in support turned into estrangement, with both parties harboring resentment and pain. Such examples highlight the profound impact of sharing family secrets. These moments underscore the need for discernment and caution when deciding what to share and with whom. Trust, once broken, can take years to rebuild, and in some cases, the damage may be irreparable. Maintaining privacy within family relationships is not about secrecy for secrecy's sake. Instead, it is about creating an environment of mutual respect, loyalty, and understanding. Privacy fosters a safe space for open dialogue and emotional expression without the fear of external judgment. When family members feel confident that their vulnerabilities will not be exposed to the outside world, they are more likely to communicate honestly and work collaboratively to resolve conflicts. In addition to trust, privacy also nurtures a sense of identity and unity within the family unit. Every family has its unique dynamics, traditions, and challenges. By preserving these within the confines of the home, families strengthen their bonds and reinforce their shared identity. This is particularly important during difficult times, as a united family can provide the support and resilience needed to overcome challenges. However, maintaining this sanctuary requires effort and mindfulness. It involves understanding boundaries, practicing empathy, and recognizing the consequences of breaching trust. It also requires individuals to reflect on their motives when sharing personal matters. Are they seeking genuine help, or are they venting frustrations in a way that could harm others? Reflection is a powerful tool in navigating the complexities of family relationships. Before sharing sensitive information, it is essential to pause and consider the potential outcomes. Questions such as, how will this affect the person involved? And is this information mine to share? Can provide clarity and guide decision-making. Open communication within the family is equally important. By fostering an environment where members feel comfortable discussing their concerns and seeking support from one another, families can reduce the need to involve outsiders. Establishing family norms around privacy and boundaries can further reinforce this culture of trust and mutual respect. For example, families can agree on guidelines for sharing information. These might include asking for consent before discussing someone's personal matters or designating a trusted family member to mediate conflicts. Such practices not only protect privacy, but also empower individuals to take ownership of their narratives. The teachings of the Buddha provide valuable insights into the importance of guarding family secrets. One of the core principles of Buddhism is right speech, which encompasses speaking truthfully, kindly, and wisely. Right speech involves considering the impact of one's words and striving to communicate in ways that promote harmony and understanding. Guarding family secrets aligns with this principle. By choosing not to share private matters, individuals demonstrate compassion and mindfulness. They prioritize the well-being of their loved ones and contribute to a harmonious family environment. This practice also reflects a deep understanding of interconnectedness, recognizing that actions taken within the family ripple outward, influencing not only the individuals involved but also the broader community. The act of keeping family matters private is not about suppressing emotions or avoiding difficult conversations. Rather, it is about exercising wisdom in how and when to share, ensuring that actions taken are in the best interest of all parties involved. While maintaining privacy is crucial, it is equally important to recognize situations where seeking external support is necessary. Some challenges, such as abuse, addiction, or mental health issues, may require professional intervention. In these cases, the focus should be on seeking help in a way that respects the dignity and autonomy of the individuals involved. Balancing openness and discretion requires discernment and emotional intelligence. It involves understanding the difference between sharing for the sake of support and sharing in a way that could harm others. When done thoughtfully, seeking help can be a powerful act of love and care, demonstrating a commitment to the well-being of the family as a whole. Creating a sanctuary of home begins with cultivating a culture of trust. This involves consistent actions that demonstrate reliability, honesty, and respect. Small gestures such as keeping promises, listening without judgment, and showing appreciation can go a long way in building and maintaining trust. Families can also strengthen their bonds through shared experiences and rituals, whether it's a weekly family dinner, a tradition of celebrating milestones together, or simply spending quality time. These moments create opportunities for connection and reinforce the sense of sanctuary within the home. Additionally, addressing conflicts constructively is essential. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship, but how they are handled can make a significant difference. Approaching disagreements with empathy, patience, and a willingness to listen fosters an environment where family members feel valued and understood. The sanctuary of home is a sacred space where trust, respect, and love come together to create a foundation for healthy relationships. Guarding family secrets is an integral part of preserving this sanctuary, ensuring that it remains a place of safety and belonging. By practicing mindfulness, exercising discretion, and fostering open communication, families can navigate the complexities of their dynamics while maintaining the bonds that hold them together. In a world where external influences and distractions are ever present, the ability to protect and nurture the sanctuary of home is a profound act of love. It is a commitment to the well-being of one's family, a reflection of the values that bind us, and a testament to the enduring power of trust and connection. In doing so, we honor not only our loved ones, but also the deeper principles of compassion, wisdom, and unity that lie at the heart of human relationships. Number 4, health, a personal journey. As we age, health concerns often become a topic of conversation. Whether it's comparing medications, discussing new treatments, or sharing stories of recovery, health becomes a focal point of our lives. While sharing experiences can foster connection, oversharing can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. For instance, a woman named Clara discovered that detailing her medical treatments led her friends to focus solely on her illness, unintentionally diminishing her identity as a vibrant individual beyond her health challenges. Instead of support, she often received unsolicited advice or pity, which left her feeling misunderstood and isolated. This scenario is not uncommon. Many individuals face the dilemma of how much to share about their health without inviting unwelcome commentary. Striking this balance requires mindfulness and self-awareness. Protecting your health information can preserve your dignity and allow you to navigate your journey without unnecessary interference or judgment. After all, our health is deeply personal, and how we choose to address it should be respected by those around us. Protecting your health information preserves your dignity and allows you to navigate your journey without unnecessary interference. One of the key lessons in managing health-related conversations is to recognize the power of boundaries. Setting clear limits about what you're comfortable sharing can help maintain your autonomy. Clara, for example, learned to redirect conversations away from her illness by focusing on other aspects of her life, such as her hobbies or personal achievements. This subtle shift not only changed how others perceived her, but also how she perceived herself. It reinforced the idea that she was more than her health challenges. She was a person with passions, dreams, and a multifaceted identity. Moreover, finding a supportive community can make a significant difference. Clara eventually joined a group of individuals who shared her condition but approached it with positivity and resilience. This community became a safe space where she could share her experiences without fear of judgment or pity. It reminded her that she wasn't alone in her journey and that there were others who understood her challenges on a deeper level. Such environments can be incredibly healing, offering both emotional support and practical advice. From a Buddhist perspective, health is part of life's impermanence. Mindfully accepting and managing it without attachment fosters inner peace. Buddhist teachings provide a profound lens through which to view health and its challenges. At the heart of Buddhism is the concept of impermanence, the idea that all things, including our physical well-being, are transient. This perspective encourages us to embrace the present moment and accept the natural ebb and flow of life's experiences. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in this approach. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, we can develop a deeper understanding of our relationship with our health. Instead of resisting or fearing illness, mindfulness invites us to face it with curiosity and compassion. This doesn't mean ignoring medical treatments or abandoning efforts to improve our health. Rather, it's about approaching these efforts with a sense of balance and acceptance, recognizing that our worth isn't defined by our physical condition. For Clara, integrating mindfulness into her daily routine transformed her relationship with her health. She began practicing meditation, focusing on her breath, and allowing herself to simply be present. This practice helped her release the anxiety and frustration that often accompanied her medical condition. Over time, she found that she was better able to cope with her challenges and approach her treatments with a sense of calm and clarity. Another Buddhist teaching that resonates in the context of health is the practice of loving kindness, or metta. This involves cultivating a mindset of compassion and goodwill towards oneself and others. When dealing with health issues, it's easy to become self-critical or feel as though your body has betrayed you. Practicing loving kindness can help counteract these feelings, fostering a sense of gratitude for the body's resilience and the care it receives. Clara adopted this practice by silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be healthy, may I be at peace," during moments of stress or discomfort. This simple act of self-compassion became a powerful tool for navigating her journey. From a broader perspective, health challenges can also serve as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They encourage us to reflect on our priorities, deepen our understanding of ourselves, and strengthen our connections with others. Clara's journey, for example, led her to rediscover her passion for art. Painting became a therapeutic outlet for her emotions, allowing her to express her experiences in a way that words couldn't capture. Her artwork not only brought her joy, but also inspired others, showing them that beauty and creativity can flourish even in the face of adversity. Additionally, viewing health as a shared human experience can foster empathy and connection. While each person's journey is unique, we all face challenges that test our strength and resilience. Recognizing this commonality can help break down barriers and create a sense of unity. For Clara, sharing her story through her artwork and writings became a way to connect with others on a deeper level. She found that her vulnerability invited others to open up about their own struggles, creating a ripple effect of understanding and support. In conclusion, health is a deeply personal and multifaceted journey. It encompasses not only our physical well-being, but also our emotional, mental, and spiritual states. By setting boundaries, finding supportive communities, and adopting practices like mindfulness and loving kindness, we can navigate this journey with grace and resilience. Clara's story serves as a reminder that while health challenges may shape our experiences, they don't define who we are. Embracing life's impermanence with an open heart allows us to find peace and purpose, even in the face of uncertainty. Number 5, sexuality intimacy is sacred. Intimacy, while natural and beautiful, is one of the most profound aspects of human connection. It serves as a powerful bond that ties individuals together on physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. However, it is also deeply personal, requiring respect, care, and a sense of sanctity. When intimacy is treated with reverence, it can become a source of deep fulfillment and joy. Yet, when it is misunderstood or mishandled, it can lead to hurt, confusion, or even betrayal. To fully grasp its sacred nature, we must explore both its role in human relationships and the importance of honoring its boundaries. Intimacy transcends mere physicality. At its core, it is about vulnerability, trust, and the mutual sharing of one's inner world. It fosters a unique connection between two individuals, creating a space where they can feel seen, heard, and valued. This connection goes beyond fleeting moments. It lays the foundation for long-term emotional security and relational harmony. For example, consider how intimacy allows partners to communicate without words. A touch, a glance, or a shared silence can speak volumes. This nonverbal communication forms a language of its own, rooted in love and mutual understanding. However, this level of connection is not automatic. It requires effort, honesty, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability, qualities that are often nurtured in the privacy of a committed relationship. Despite its deeply personal nature, discussions about intimacy have become increasingly public in modern society. Social media, entertainment, and even casual conversations often trivialize what should be a sacred experience. This overexposure can erode the sanctity of intimacy, reducing it to a mere topic of gossip or spectacle. The story of James highlights this danger. James, in a moment of trust, shared private details about his relationship with a close friend. To his dismay, these details were soon circulated among his social circle, turning his deeply personal experiences into a source of gossip. This breach of trust not only strained his relationship, but also left him feeling exposed and disrespected. James's experience underscores the importance of discretion in matters of intimacy. When shared indiscriminately, the sacred nature of intimacy is diluted, and its power to strengthen relationships is compromised. To preserve intimacy's sanctity, it is crucial to establish boundaries that honor its significance. Keeping intimacy private is not about secrecy, but about respect. When partners choose to protect the sacred aspects of their connection, they create a safe space where their bond can flourish without external interference. Reflection plays a key role in this process. Reflecting on the value of intimacy and its impact on one's relationship helps individuals recognize its sacredness. It encourages them to approach intimacy with intentionality, viewing it not as a casual encounter, but as a meaningful act of connection. Buddhism offers profound insights into the sacred nature of relationships. According to Buddhist teachings, true connections thrive on trust, respect, and mindfulness. Intimacy, when approached with these qualities, becomes a form of meditation, a practice that fosters presence and unity. In Buddhist philosophy, the principle of right speech serves as a guide for maintaining privacy in relationships. Right speech emphasizes the importance of speaking with kindness, honesty, and purpose. By choosing to keep intimate matters private, individuals align with this principle, ensuring that their words uplift rather than harm. Moreover, Buddhism teaches that attachment to external validation can lead to suffering. When individuals share intimate details to seek approval or attention, they risk undermining the sacredness of their connection. By letting go of this need for external validation, couples can focus on nurturing their relationship from within, free from societal pressures or judgments. In my own journey, I have come to understand that intimacy is not merely an act, but a practice, one that requires mindfulness, gratitude, and respect. Honoring intimacy means acknowledging its power to heal, connect, and transform. It means treating it as a sacred exchange rather than a transactional one. This perspective has reshaped how I approach my relationships. I have learned to value the quiet moments of connection, the unspoken gestures of love, and the shared experiences that bind me to my partner. By keeping these moments private, I have found that they hold greater meaning and depth. To cultivate and preserve the sanctity of intimacy, consider the following practices. 1. Communicate boundaries. Openly discuss with your partner what aspects of your relationship you both wish to keep private. Establishing clear boundaries fosters mutual respect and understanding. 2. Practice mindfulness. Approach intimate moments with full presence and attention. Let go of distractions and focus on the connection you share with your partner. 3. Avoid gossip. Refrain from sharing private details about your relationship with others. Instead, seek advice or support in a way that respects your partner's privacy. 4. Reflect together. Take time to reflect on the meaning of intimacy in your relationship. Share your thoughts and feelings with your partner to deepen your connection. 5. Seek growth. View intimacy as an opportunity for personal and relational growth. Embrace its challenges and rewards with an open heart and a willingness to learn. Intimacy is a sacred gift, one that has the power to unite, heal, and inspire. By treating it with the respect and reverence it deserves, we honor not only our partners, but also ourselves. In a world that often trivializes human connection, choosing to preserve the sanctity of intimacy is a radical act of love and commitment. Let us approach it with mindfulness, gratitude, and an unwavering dedication to its sacred essence. Number 6, charity, the quiet power of giving. True generosity doesn't seek recognition. In a world where social media often celebrates every charitable act with likes, shares, and comments, it's easy to forget that the essence of giving lies in selflessness. Genuine charity is not about the giver, but about the act of kindness and the impact it has on those in need. When the focus shifts to the giver's recognition, the purity of the act can be diluted. Take, for example, the story of Mary, an elderly woman who lived a modest life in a small town. Mary was known to her neighbors as kind but unassuming. Few knew that she was a quiet philanthropist, donating anonymously to local schools, food banks, and shelters. She derived profound joy from knowing she was helping others without expecting gratitude or applause in return. For Mary, the reward lay in the act itself, in the knowledge that her contributions made a difference. Mary's story highlights a timeless truth. Quiet giving preserves the dignity of both the giver and the recipient. When giving is done with humility and without fanfare, it creates a space where the focus remains on the act of kindness and its impact, rather than on the ego of the giver. Recipients can accept help without feeling indebted or humiliated, and givers can experience the deep satisfaction of contributing to the greater good. In reflecting on this, we can turn to spiritual teachings that emphasize the value of selfless giving. The Buddha taught that dana, or generosity, is one of the foundational virtues leading to enlightenment. Dana is not merely about giving material goods, but also about giving time, energy, and love without expecting anything in return. This form of giving purifies the heart and mind, fostering a sense of connection and compassion. Similarly, many religious and philosophical traditions underscore the importance of quiet charity. In Christianity, the Bible advises, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." Matthew 6, 3-4. This verse reminds us that true generosity is about intention, not recognition. In today's fast-paced and highly visible world, the concept of anonymous or quiet giving can seem countercultural. Social media platforms encourage public displays of generosity, often turning charitable acts into opportunities for personal branding. While there is nothing inherently wrong with sharing acts of kindness to inspire others, there is a fine line between inspiring and seeking validation. The challenge lies in ensuring that the motivation for giving remains pure. Mary's approach to charity offers a powerful lesson for us all. By choosing to give quietly, she maintained her integrity and kept the focus on those she was helping. Her story invites us to examine our own motivations for giving. Are we giving out of genuine compassion, or are we seeking recognition? Are we prioritizing the needs of others, or are we subconsciously feeding our own egos? Quiet giving also has practical benefits. It reduces the pressure on recipients who may feel overwhelmed by public attention. It fosters a sense of equality, as the act of giving does not place the giver on a pedestal. Instead, it creates a bond of shared humanity, emphasizing that we are all interconnected and responsible for one another. Moreover, quiet giving can inspire others in subtle but profound ways. Mary's anonymous contributions inspired her community to adopt a culture of generosity, even though many did not know she was the catalyst. Her actions created a ripple effect, proving that one person's selflessness can influence many. Personal insight reinforces this idea. Reflecting on the Buddha's teachings, we recognize that selfless giving is not just about helping others. It is a path to personal growth. When we give quietly, we let go of our attachment to recognition and cultivate humility. This process transforms us, making us more compassionate and mindful individuals. The power of quiet giving lies in its authenticity. It is a reminder that true charity does not need an audience. It flourishes in the quiet moments when we extend a helping hand, expecting nothing in return. It thrives in the small, unseen acts of kindness that ripple through communities, creating lasting change. In conclusion, the quiet power of giving is a profound force that transcends recognition and applause. It preserves dignity, fosters humility, and nurtures genuine connections. As we navigate a world that often values visibility over substance, let us remember the wisdom of Mary, the teachings of the Buddha, and the timeless advice of spiritual traditions. By embracing quiet giving, we can rediscover the true essence of charity and create a world where kindness and compassion shine brightly, even in the absence of recognition. Number 7, honor, protecting your reputation. Pride in accomplishments is natural. It's a universal human reaction to achieving something meaningful. However, how we choose to share or celebrate those accomplishments have a profound impact on how others perceive us. There is a delicate balance between acknowledging our successes and crossing the line into boastfulness. This balance is essential to maintaining honor and protecting one's reputation. John, a retired professor, exemplifies this balance. During his 40-year career in academia, John authored groundbreaking research papers, mentored countless students, and received numerous awards. Yet, as he approached retirement, he realized that his true legacy would not be measured by the accolades he accumulated or the titles he held. Instead, his legacy would be reflected in the lives he touched and the respect he earned from his peers and students. John understood that constantly reminding others of his accomplishments might undermine the very honor he sought to uphold. Instead, he let his work and the impact of his actions speak for themselves. This realization aligns with a timeless principle. True honor is earned through humility and quiet dignity. Those who carry themselves with grace and modesty often inspire greater admiration than those who seek validation through self-promotion. The quiet confidence that comes from knowing one's worth does not require external affirmation. When you protect your reputation by embodying humility, you demonstrate a deeper understanding of what it means to live an honorable life. Humility in its essence is the antithesis of arrogance. While arrogance seeks to elevate oneself above others, humility recognizes the value of every individual. It is a grounding force that allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger whole, rather than as the center of attention. Quiet dignity, on the other hand, reflects a deep inner strength. It's the ability to remain composed and self-assured without needing to broadcast one's achievements. Consider the story of the oak tree and the reed. The oak, proud of its strength, boasted about its resilience during storms. Yet when a particularly fierce storm came, the oak's rigidity caused it to snap, while the humble reed, bending with the wind, survived. Similarly, those who approach life with humility and quiet dignity often weather life's challenges more gracefully than those who cling to pride. Moreover, humility fosters genuine connections. When we approach others without pretense or a need to impress, we create an environment of trust and respect. People are drawn to those who exude authenticity and humility because these qualities are increasingly rare in a world obsessed with self-promotion. Protecting your reputation, therefore, is less about controlling how others see you and more about staying true to your values and principles. Buddhism teaches that equanimity, or the ability to remain calm and balanced in the face of life's highs and lows, is a cornerstone of mindfulness. Practicing humility plays a significant role in cultivating this state of mind. When we embrace humility, we release the need for constant validation and approval from others. This detachment from external recognition helps us maintain inner peace and focus on what truly matters. For example, consider a potter shaping clay on a wheel. The potter's focus is on the process, not on seeking praise for the finished product. Similarly, when we prioritize the intrinsic value of our actions over external acknowledgement, we align ourselves with the principles of mindfulness. This shift in perspective allows us to find contentment and equanimity in the present moment, regardless of the outcome. Practicing humility also requires self-awareness. It involves recognizing our strengths and accomplishments without letting them define our self-worth. In doing so, we free ourselves from the pressures of comparison and competition, which are often the root causes of dissatisfaction and unrest. By embracing humility, we not only protect our reputation, but also nurture our mental and emotional well-being. Reflect on your values. Take time to identify what honor means to you. Is it about earning respect, staying true to your principles, or making a positive impact? Defining your values will guide your actions and help you maintain integrity. Practice gratitude. Acknowledge the contributions of others in your successes. Gratitude fosters humility and strengthens relationships, enhancing your reputation. Avoid self promotion. Instead of seeking validation through self promotion, let your actions and achievements speak for themselves. Trust that those who matter will recognize your efforts. Seek feedback. Invite constructive feedback from trusted individuals. This not only helps you grow, but also demonstrates your willingness to learn and improve, which is a hallmark of humility. Stay grounded. Remember that success is fleeting and ever changing. Staying grounded in your values and purpose will help you navigate both triumphs and setbacks with grace. Celebrate others. Shine a light on the achievements of those around you. Supporting others' successes reflects your confidence and generosity, further enhancing your reputation. Embrace mindfulness. Cultivate mindfulness practices such as meditation or journaling to develop self-awareness and equanimity. These practices help you stay centered and focused on what truly matters. Protecting your reputation is not about controlling others' perceptions, but about living in alignment with your values and principles. Honor is earned through humility, quiet dignity, and a commitment to authenticity. As John's story illustrates, true legacy is not built on self-promotion, but on the positive impact we leave on others. By practicing humility and embracing equanimity, we can navigate life with grace and purpose, earning the respect and admiration of those around us. Ultimately, protecting your reputation is not an external endeavor, but an internal journey of self-discovery and growth. Number 8, insults, letting go of past hurts. Holding on to insults or sharing past humiliations can keep old wounds fresh. It's like carrying a heavy stone in your heart. The weight never lessens until you decide to put it down. Reflecting on this idea, we can find countless examples in our lives and the lives of others where letting go brings liberation. Sarah, a successful entrepreneur in her mid-30s, once struggled with a painful betrayal by a close friend. Years ago, when she was starting her first business, Sarah trusted her partner, a friend she had known since childhood, with financial decisions. Unbeknownst to her, this friend siphoned money from the business, leading to its collapse. The betrayal left Sarah devastated. For years, she couldn't stop recounting the event to anyone who would listen, hoping to find closure or validation for her pain. However, one day, Sarah stumbled upon a mindfulness meditation workshop. The instructor spoke about how clinging to past hurts only perpetuates suffering. Inspired, Sarah decided to try a simple exercise. Each time she felt the urge to relive the betrayal, she would take a deep breath and ask herself, "Is this helping me grow or keeping me stuck?" Slowly, she began to let go. Over time, Sarah found peace, not because she forgot the betrayal, but because she chose not to let it define her present. Letting go of past grievances is not about dismissing the pain or pretending it never happened. It's about choosing grace over resentment. When we hold on to insults, it's as if we're drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. The energy spent revisiting these moments could be redirected toward growth, happiness, and self-improvement. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you keep watering the weeds of past grievances, they will overtake the flowers of joy and peace. By letting go, you uproot those weeds and create space for new, positive experiences to bloom. It's not an easy process, but it's worth it. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. Many believe it's a gift we give to the person who hurt us. In reality, forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. It's the decision to stop carrying the burden of anger and resentment. This concept aligns deeply with Buddhist teachings, which emphasize letting go of attachment to end suffering. In Buddhism, there is a concept known as metta, or loving kindness. Practicing metta involves extending love and goodwill not only to ourselves and our loved ones, but also to those who have wronged us. This doesn't mean we condone their actions. It means we choose to release the toxic emotions tied to them. One powerful exercise in metta meditation is to visualize the person who hurt you and silently repeat phrases like, "May you be happy," "May you be free from suffering." This practice might feel impossible at first, but over time, it can help dissolve the emotional chains binding you to past insults. Letting go is a process that requires intention and effort. Here are some practical steps to help. 1. Acknowledge your pain. Recognize and validate your feelings. It's okay to feel hurt, betrayed, or angry. Suppressing these emotions only prolongs their hold on you. 2. Reframe the narrative. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, consider what you've learned from the experience. How has it made you stronger or wiser? 3. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and it's part of being human. 4. Seek support. Share your feelings with a trusted friend, therapist, or support group. Sometimes verbalizing your pain can help release it. 5. Focus on the present. Mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing or meditation can anchor you in the present moment and reduce the grip of past hurts. 6. Set boundaries. If the person who insulted or hurt you is still in your life, establish clear boundaries to protect your peace. When you let go of past insults, the impact extends beyond your inner world. Your relationships improve because you're no longer projecting unresolved pain onto others. Your mental clarity increases, allowing you to focus on goals and aspirations. Even your physical health can benefit, as studies show that chronic stress and resentment can weaken the immune system and increase the risk of illness. Consider Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment under apartheid. When he was released, he chose forgiveness over revenge, famously stating, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." His ability to let go not only freed him, but also inspired a nation to heal. Or think of Malala Yousafzai, who survived a near-fatal attack by the Taliban for advocating girls' education. Instead of harboring anger, she used her experience to fuel a global movement for education and equality. Her choice to let go of resentment empowered her to create meaningful change. Reflect on a time when someone insulted or hurt you. How has holding on to that pain affected your life? What would change if you chose to let it go? Consider writing a letter to the person who hurt you. You don't have to send it. The act of writing can be therapeutic. Pour out your feelings, then end the letter with a declaration of forgiveness. Not for their sake, but for yours. Letting go of past insults is not an overnight process, nor is it linear. You might find yourself revisiting old wounds despite your best efforts. That's okay. What matters is your commitment to moving forward. Each time you choose forgiveness, you lighten your emotional load and take a step closer to freedom. Remember, life is too short to carry the weight of past hurts. By letting go, you open yourself to new possibilities, deeper connections, and a brighter, more peaceful future. Number 9, mantra. The strength of personal belief. A mantra is much more than a collection of words. It is a deeply personal expression, a focal point of one's internal compass, guiding the mind and spirit. Whether whispered, chanted, or simply held in thought, a mantra has the power to center us, offering clarity and strength amidst life's uncertainties. Its significance lies not only in its words, but in the emotions and intentions we attach to it. And because of its intimate nature, sharing it too broadly can sometimes dilute its potency. Take the story of Raj, a young entrepreneur navigating the high-stakes world of business. Every morning, Raj would spend a quiet moment repeating a simple yet profound mantra: "I am capable. I am resilient." He never shared this affirmation with anyone, not even his closest friends or family. Why? Because for Raj, the mantra was a sacred space, a private conversation between himself and his inner being. By keeping it personal, he protected its power, allowing it to remain a steady anchor through successes and challenges alike. Over time, this daily ritual became more than a habit. It became a source of unwavering strength. The act of safeguarding your mantra is akin to nurturing a flame. When you expose it to the winds of external opinions or casual sharing, you risk diminishing its intensity. Mantras often carry a unique resonance tailored to the individual's journey, and this resonance can fade when subjected to outside interpretations or judgments. By keeping your mantra private, you preserve its essence as a source of internal guidance and empowerment. This concept aligns with the broader principle of protecting personal beliefs. In a world that increasingly values transparency and sharing, it's important to recognize the strength in holding certain things close to the heart, whether it's a personal mantra, a cherished memory, or an aspiration. Not everything is meant for public consumption. The quiet power of introspection and privacy often outweighs the fleeting validation of external acknowledgement. Across cultures and spiritual practices, mantras have held a sacred place. In Buddhism, for example, the repetition of a mantra is a meditative practice, helping the individual align their thoughts and actions with their spiritual goals. One's mantra is not just a set of words, but a bridge to deeper awareness. It's personal, transformative, and unique to the individual's path. Similarly, in Hinduism, mantras are often considered vibrations that connect the practitioner to divine energy, aiding in the pursuit of peace and enlightenment. In both traditions, there's an emphasis on the personal nature of the mantra. It's a tool for self-discovery, not a badge for public display. Sharing a mantra can sometimes feel like sharing a piece of one's soul, which is why many practitioners choose to keep their mantras private. This isn't secrecy, it's sanctity. From a psychological perspective, the power of a mantra lies in its ability to shape thought patterns. Words carry energy, and when repeated with intention, they can rewire the brain to focus on positivity, resilience, and clarity. This is why affirmations, which are a form of modern-day mantras, have gained popularity in personal development circles. The key, however, is consistency and belief. A mantra is only as effective as the trust you place in its meaning. Research in neuroplasticity suggests that repeated thoughts and affirmations can create new neural pathways, effectively training the brain to adopt new habits and attitudes. By keeping a mantra private, you eliminate external noise and allow yourself to fully embrace its message. The mantra becomes a safe space, a mental haven you can return to whenever needed. Buddhism teaches that the path to enlightenment is deeply personal. While teachings and practices can guide us, the journey itself is unique to each individual. This philosophy extends to the use of mantras. Your mantra is a reflection of your inner world, shaped by your experiences, dreams, and challenges. No two mantras are alike because no two journeys are alike. Consider this. When you craft a mantra, you're creating a personal guide, a lighthouse in the fog of daily life. It's not about pleasing others or adhering to societal expectations. It's about connecting with your authentic self. And just as a lighthouse doesn't announce its presence to passing ships but silently guides them to safety, your mantra works quietly, influencing your thoughts and actions without fanfare. There may be moments when you feel compelled to share your mantra, perhaps to inspire someone else or to seek validation. While this can be meaningful, it's important to weigh the potential consequences. Sharing your mantra openly may invite interpretations that differ from your own, which can unintentionally alter its significance for you. It's like sharing a secret recipe. Once it's out in the world, it's no longer entirely yours. That said, sharing isn't inherently negative. There's a time and place for everything. If you choose to share, do so with intention and clarity. Explain its significance to you and set boundaries if needed. Remember, you're not obligated to share every aspect of your personal journey. Creating a mantra requires self-reflection. Start by identifying what you need most in your life. Is it courage, clarity, compassion? Once you've pinpointed your focus, craft a simple, affirming statement that resonates with you. Keep it short and easy to remember, but imbue it with meaning. For example, I trust my journey can be a powerful mantra for someone seeking faith in uncertain times. Practice your mantra daily. Repeat it during meditation, write it in a journal, or whisper it to yourself during quiet moments. Over time, your mantra will become an integral part of your thought process, subtly influencing your mindset and actions. A mantra is more than just words. It's a reflection of your soul's deepest needs and aspirations. Its power lies in its personal significance, its ability to anchor you in moments of doubt, and its capacity to guide you toward your highest self. By protecting your mantra and keeping it close, you ensure it remains a source of pure, untainted strength. In a world that often demands visibility and constant sharing, the quiet act of holding something sacred can be revolutionary. Your mantra is yours alone, a unique guide on your journey. Cherish it, nurture it, and let it illuminate your path. As we journey through life, particularly as we age, the value of silence becomes more apparent. In a world that often encourages oversharing, we come to understand that discretion can be a profound tool for protecting our dignity, nurturing our relationships, and fostering inner peace. The 9 areas we've discussed: Age, money, family, health, intimacy, charity, honor, past hurts, and personal beliefs serve as cornerstones of a life lived authentically and mindfully. By recognizing what to share and what to keep private, we create a boundary that not only guards our energy, but also allows for deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Age, for example, is often a sensitive subject. By keeping it private, we can sidestep societal judgments and focus on what truly matters: our wisdom, growth, and contributions. Similarly, conversations about money can invite envy or misunderstandings, making discretion a wise choice. Family matters are deeply personal, and shielding them from public scrutiny ensures that those closest to us remain protected and cherished. Health, too, is a private journey. While sharing can inspire others, oversharing may invite unnecessary opinions or pity. Intimacy and charity, both sacred aspects of our lives, lose their depth when paraded openly. By maintaining their privacy, we preserve their sanctity. Honor and past hurts are areas where silence speaks volumes. Holding on to our integrity without seeking external validation and choosing to let go of painful memories rather than dwelling on them both reflect immense inner strength. Lastly, personal beliefs, especially in a diverse and often divisive world, are best shared thoughtfully and selectively, fostering mutual respect and understanding rather than conflict. The wisdom of silence is not about suppression, it's about discernment. It's about knowing when to speak and when to listen, when to share and when to hold back. In silence, we find space for reflection and clarity. We cultivate patience, understanding, and empathy, qualities that enrich our relationships and our inner lives. Silence allows us to be fully present, appreciating the beauty of life's subtleties and complexities without the noise of constant chatter. At Buddhist Mindfulness, we believe in the transformative power of silence. It's not emptiness. It's a reservoir of wisdom, a sanctuary where we can reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. Silence teaches us to honor our boundaries and respect the boundaries of others. It reminds us that not everything needs to be spoken, and some truths are best left unspoken, held tenderly in the quiet corners of our hearts. What lessons from the wisdom of silence will you carry forward? How has discretion shaped your life and relationships? Share your reflections in the comments below. By exchanging our thoughts and experiences, we can grow together, creating a community grounded in mindfulness and mutual respect. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might find it meaningful. Your support enables us to create more content that inspires mindful living and fosters a deeper understanding of life's wisdom. Together, let's embark on this journey of mindfulness, one moment of silence at a time.